Today, I'm telling you how to hire a video production company. Come on back. Thank you so much for being here and taking a break out of your day. I really appreciate it. And hopefully I'll give you some knowledge that you can actually use. Wouldn't that be a treat? So the first thing that I would do if I was trying to figure out who I wanted to hire to shoot some videos for me would be really old-fashioned. I would call friends, co-workers, people in my industry who have already hired video production companies and find out what the videos actually looked like that they had done and whether or not they thought they had really good return on investment for those videos. There's nothing better than a first-hand referral. You can go to Google, that's what everybody does, but if you can get that first-hand referral and really get the skinny on whether or not a person's got the chops to work with you, I think that is head and shoulders above just doing a general search. So get on the phone, talk to real people. The second tip is go beyond the demo reel. Everyone who produces video content or digital video content of some kind has portfolios and demo reels and whatnot, usually on the homepage. Have a look at that demo reel, but keep in mind that when people make a demo reel, they're pulling out short little clips out of all the things that they've worked on. What you want to do is go beyond just looking at the demo reel. You want to look at other videos that they've done on their website. Can they tell a story? Do they understand a call to action? Do they shoot beautifully? Whatever your criteria is, have a look at the other videos that they've done. And if there aren't a lot of other videos besides the demo on the website, I would say that's probably a red flag. Tip number 3 is get at least 3 quotes. I know, another old-fashioned tip, but it really, really is important and it's super, super helpful. In video production, you're comparing people and process and pricing. You need at least 3 companies to give yourself a really good idea of the marketplace. Number 4 is something that I don't often see on lists on the internet of what you should do before you call a video production company. I rarely see this one mentioned, but for me it's super important. Try to, if possible, when you narrow it down to say 2 companies that you want to work with, try to speak to the actual person who will be leading you through the production process. And depending on the size of the company, it could be either a producer or the director or perhaps a jack of all trades sort of videographer type. Whoever's actually going to be working with you on your video project is the person you want to talk to. Because if you're not that jazzed about them, if things feel a little weird, you're not really that keen on them, that's not going to improve throughout the video process. Video production is a relationship. So if things aren't that great right off the hop, they're not going to get much better. In fact, they could sort of exacerbate and not be very good at all. So wherever possible, ask to speak directly to the person you would be working with on the project. Number 5, you get what you pay for. There's an old adage in our business, you can have fast and cheap and good, but you can't have all 3 together. So even if you have a super small micro budget that's very strict, you can, within that budget, hire the very best person that you can find. There are a lot of folks who would say, well, just hire a local student, which is absolutely fine. And if you want to do that, go ahead. It's wonderful to give someone a chance. That's amazing. But oftentimes, just because you have a camera and a lighting kit doesn't mean you necessarily understand how to tell a story. So make sure you are hiring the company that you can afford, but also that has enough experience to make every single dollar that you do have end up on the screen. Number 6. Ask the video companies that you're thinking of hiring if they have video marketing experience, not just video production experience. There's lots of people around who can make really great videos, but what happens to that video after it's done is the really important bit. So a really good video production company who's great at storytelling will be thinking about where that video is going to be living after it's finished, where it's going to end up, what the target audience is, all through the various stages of production, right from prep, right straight on through. So keep in mind that you want a video marketer, not just a video production house. Number 7, it's so simple. You will think, why didn't I think of that? Only hire video production companies who sound like they actually want to work with you. Are they enthusiastic? Do they sound warm? Do they ask you lots of questions? Do they ask you really good targeted questions? Do they seem enthusiastic about your topic? You really want to find a company that actually wants to work with you. Well, that's it. You've got your 7 tips. If you need a video, now you know what to do. You can go out there and find the best company for you. I really hope these tips will help. And if you have a friend or a colleague, somebody in your industry who's looking for a video production company and they're not too sure about how to get started, send the tips along to them. If you're watching this video on YouTube, come on over to the website. That's where all the great conversation happens. And if you're already on the website, well, you're just awesome. This has been fun as usual, and I am looking forward to seeing you next week.